Hello all, hope you is goo. Welcome back to Europa Universalis 4 with the Mongol Empire, where I'm continuing to close in on those pesky western nations. And this is not the same Mongol Empire as it was like a couple days ago. I took out an extra 3 loans, got to about 20k cash, and I blew the lot. We've got all sorts of soldiers' households and courthouses, town halls, not courthouses, the second one up. Everything. My gov cap's going to come down, my manpower's going to go up. I might eventually make more states from having the extra gov cap at this point, because let's not also forget about bonds and tontines. The next tech. Like, it's looking good. I also haven't built a single state house yet in the campaign. So there may be a time where later I get extra gov cap by making state houses in some pivotal places. I could expand infrastructure in key provinces in key states and really make things convenient. And yes, because they've got a lot less troops, I can now take advantage of the fact that they're split up and deal with them. Meanwhile, the Dutch have built another several more merc companies in an attempt to oust my my domination over their lands and to try and siege me down. My response is, oh no, they're sieging down my West Africa. Such a shame. Also, I've got... What? Had I not had vision on this before? Independence guaranteed by Congo. Oh, Congo won against the Brits and made them release some places. Good job, Congo. I suppose it's partly in thanks to the fact that GB are actively being hunted by Spain right now. Just pulling its weight. So can I go peace out can I go hit Hamburg? Yeah, I'm just gonna go to Hamburg. Now. Peace them out. Level 9 fort. Same as what it was in Antwerp, so it's not a real big issue. Oh, wait a second. Look who's trying to de-siege Friesland. Oh, and they're going to be successful as well. Unless... Also, what do you mean? I don't need access. You came from somewhere. Where's your zone of control? Oh, okay. I do actually need to get a unit black flagged or something to then get to Friesland, because they've cancelled accesses with people to get myself back over there. But if I happen to siege down Hamburg before they siege back Friesland, I can use black flag there, walk into Friesland, but I think they'll take it back. I could catch them in Kora though, once I deal with this. Maybe they'll peace out here. I don't even need to siege them down. I need to siege them down. There we go. Alright. Whatever. Dispute versus Bremen, Osnabrück, various other people. Why? Why and for what purpose? I don't know. But you do you is all I'm going to say. Also, when can I peace out the Netherlands? I want something like... 63%? Why don't I just take this? And I just take the other parts later? Or I get rid of Utrecht and put Kora in, because then I get the forts. There we go. Don't even need a 100% more, I can just do that. That keeps everything under wraps. So now, I can burn the provinces. Get rid of all this. Should hopefully bring myself down to about overextension cap. Maybe, maybe not, we shall see. What about if I also try concentrating development? Holland can be done. North Brabant can be done. This cannot be done. So we go down to 90% overextension. Excellent. That pays for itself. And as for my gov cap, I'm back to being pretty much at the limits again. I believe I've still got the various ones being built, with the various town halls still being built, so that should be fine. But yeah, there we go. Take out half of the Netherlands, we'll take out the other half later. Let's move towards GB, wasn't it? GB were my next target. So let's have you guys get ready on the coast. I'm going to attack GB next, I think. They've got no allies. I have no other dependents to have to worry about. It's just fighting GB. Marvellous. So yeah, the Netherlands moved further down the list. Looking marvellous. And they would have gotten rid of all of their merc companies because they won't be able to afford one iota of them. And then what happens to my money if I do this? I think I'm slightly losing now. More so because of my loans now. So I probably took out one too many loans before. When I took out some loans. Oh well. It's my fault. We'll be fine. Also, Pangassan has now decided to be the disloyal one, huh? I could bestow gifts. Bestow 61 ducats, alright. I will bestow gifts then. You know what? I changed my mind. Don't ask why. So yeah, while I'm basically at my overextension and my gov cap, how about I actually do the drilling thing, get back some of my manpower. I can let my economy grow a smidge. When you're losing a lot of ducats every month, that can come right down. If Martians enter the coalition, I'm also paying for my fleet. If the fleet go down, the corruption can come up slightly. Now I'm neutral. I can cope with neutrality. I mean, this isn't the Switzerland campaign, but I can still do neutrality. Go, Bremen's joined a coalition. So maybe what I do is... Well, no, actually I was going to say maybe I stay to find more land now. But next time I get points, it should really go into the debts and loans idea. Or Tech 24. I feel like I kind of want to not take Tech 24 specifically so that I can focus on the economic ideas. If not, I'll never get them done. But we'll see. For now, let's just get another round of culture conversions while the bird manor is looking at flush. Nice and cheap. There we go. Another round of that. And how's Spain looking at the moment? 700,000 troops. Okay. That's looking not too bad right now. What I'll do is move these guys up into France and they'll start drilling too. When I give them a general. Nice. So yeah, there's been any real significant changes in my manpower value yet, but that's because I still need all of my... Quite a few of these are soldiers' households, by the way, but I still need all my soldiers' households to complete. Put simply, once they're complete, we're looking better. So yes, spending the time now to drill and a little bit of professionalism and get drill on the armies is fine by me. For the first time in the campaign, I'm earning professionalism. Electively, rather than just via generals. Yeah, that's what I meant. I have been getting professionalism throughout the campaign, partly electively, but just... I meant that this is the first time I've been drilling my units for the professionalism. Ah, whatever. I'm yapping. I've also nearly finished my colonies near Katara. I can attack Katara. They are no longer allied. And they're going for the Kalundi, Katara and Narashnas War. So that's for this, honestly. I can Imperialism Katana. Katana? Katara. For the other bits. So how about, instead of drilling, you get on the boat. I probably only need one stack. I'll get on the boat, send this down to here, see it? And that will walk over to Katara. And then that can help me win that land. Bear in mind I am still near GovCap and I'm still planning these wars. Don't think about it too hard. Also, those Keshiks I got rid of ages ago. I was thinking to myself, I hope that my Keshiks are doing a good job with getting rid of the potential separatism in these provinces. But no, it went. So let's expand the tendrils of the independent army all the way to Anatolia. That's right, we're going from China to all the way from China to Turkey here with this one. Excellent. That won't help. It's very weird, but the fact is that this army are given every single province its unrest reduction amount. So everything, it doesn't split it evenly or anything, it just goes, friendly troops -5. Which is really neat. So that is one way you can help reduce the unrest in your nation. You just put an army on the button, the thing. Okay, so I now have a positive manpower value, but that means very minimal right now. Especially considering I've specified that I do have an alternative idea going on in my head on what needs to be done. Also, this air is poop. They're going. I can't have a 1, 2, 4. Also, they're guaranteed to become conquerors, but he was a babbling buffoon. So make of that what you will. Yes, I can maybe grab some more great projects while it's got a cost reduction, but no. I'm not too worried about that for the moment. Then I can take legalism, but I think we're good to just take it. Right, let's... I could have taken it anyway because it's only 10, but it's about the principle of the matter. Yeah, some of my extra buildings are kicking in. The balance is going up again, which is good. That's kind of what I spent like 20,000 ducats on, making sure everything was going good. It might even be the fact that the Grand Canal might have finished, whichever one it was. I could also be wrong with that part. If I'm wrong with that and it's still building it, amazing, because then that means we'll get even more money once it's done. We'll also know when the Krakow cloth hall is finished, because I will gain another merchant. But as I don't have one, the cloth hall is still being built. I definitely started it, right? I did. In fact, it's nearly finished. Marvellous. Meanwhile, what's Gascony doing? They've got a couple allies. They're in my coalition. Yeah, they can. I can let sleeping dogs lie on that one. So yeah, Kalundwi will only take this. Because we're not in the Age of Revolutions yet. They can't take the thing that says ignores coring distance. So I know that they won't be able to take the rest of it without... They can't take the rest of it and core it. So they can only fight for what they can core. Right. Colony is done. So now we can go for Turkana. Katara actually only have 14,000 troops. So that makes it easy. And yes, Buganda's their capital, so let's go Imperialism. And everyone else needs to go back to drilling, please. I'm trying to save up my manpower, not spend it. So they're not getting involved. The only ones getting involved is this stack here. And that can just casually siege. Or I split it like this. I'll leave one on the province. I'll send the general to the fort. They might already be on the fort, to be fair. The they being Kalundwi in this situation. They weren't on it when I looked at the province, but they might be moving towards it. We shall see. Either way, as long as I can take everything up here, I don't mind. Then I will tell the province to get lost. I'm not going to lose 100 ducats for a province that basically accounts for very minimal right now. We'll send all the cannons onto the stack. Even at this point, it's already got the 5 artillery contribution siege bonus at this point. Still, let's make the principle of the matter. Kilwa still guaranteed by Spain. If it wasn't for the guarantee, I'd be hitting them. I think I declare war on Adal next. That calls in the Timurids, who I would annex. Kilwa, who I would make annul alliances, maybe. Get ready for taking on some provinces. The Mamluks, who I'd get out of my coalition. And maybe do another truce break war. We'll see. Also, after taking on Katara here, I can always go take on Dagbong and Songhai. In fact, what I could do is I could pull another army away for that purpose. But I'd rather have the other 3 drill. I don't mind these armies being... I don't mind these wars being a little bit longer and one at a time and paced out and whatever. Doesn't make that big of a difference. Then let's summon the Diet Diet. No thanks, I'm not hungry. And we'll say this Chinese province. Oh, actually, it's a Tibetan province, get it right. Can have a textile manufactory, despite the fact it's only a one production province and it's wool. Oh well. Okay, let's send the army here to Nduga. Funnily enough, I don't think Kalundwi actually has enough firepower to take on Katara. They've got 8k troops. They literally can't take anything because they have to have Luapula sieged to take it. But they can't get it sieged, so they can't take it. Kind of wish they didn't have Katara's capital sieged, though. I would like that for myself. Kazembia are also looking okay. with Congo, Kalundwi, and Meravi. I mean, Meravi's kind of got their own issues going on right now. Also, what the hell? Really? 85 ducats? 25 of it is spoils of war. Huh. I think this is that big economical influx I was expecting, honestly. I think that's what this is. Colombia are also at war with the Netherlands. Dutch-Congolese imperialist war. I mean, yeah, they're getting pushed out of Europe, so they've got to go somewhere. Now, I know that the Netherlands aren't Belgium, but come on. That area of Europe in the Congo. Congo starts panicking. Right, I'm going to save a whole bunch of money from interest per annum reduction. Oh, I save less than you'd think from interest per annum reduction. Okay. What it does allow for, though, is a couple extra loans that I could take just to... Do I take extra loans, though? I was going to say take extra loans to get more buildings quicker, but I don't know if I really need to do that at this point. I could just let my natural income be increased rather than me doing special things. Commonwealth has joined the coalition. In fact, what I might do is when I get more money, thinking about it, when I get more money, shouldn't I make another army? Or just increase my current armies up? That sounds like something I should do. Collect. Let's collect from Siam, I think. I mean, I've got pretty much all the provinces, but hardly any of the trade. This is why I also need to go and deal with Malacca at some point. So let's add some horses here. We'll add some horses here. We'll add some horses here. Oh no, I've already added horses there. Don't need to add horses to that one. This one's looking a-okay. Yeah, so next up would be a new stack. I quite like 50-40, but I suppose 60-40 could also do. Let's maybe assuage that by turning this into a 100 cog stack. And then also spending on some more heavies. I'm just getting prepared to properly duke it out now. So I don't mind having this extra time with the namby-pamby not as important wars. For that reason. Plus this gives me a chance to get my army size looking bigger. Puff my chest out. Right, I've taken debts and loans now, so hopefully that can trigger the national... I think it's now a mean time to happen from debts and loans for the National Bank. But again, I could be misremembering something. Next up is also land maintenance modifier. Very nice, but I think I want Tech 24 next. I can go back on a true rampage with Tech 24. So that might have to be what's next. Right, my 17th truce with Liège is now over. Nice. And what are France these days? 64%. I can get rid of France next time I fight them. And even if they are guaranteed by GB, I won't care, because by that point I'll have already fought GB, hopefully. When's this truce? 1717, I've got 8 years. Yeah, I might have fought GB by then. Have to see how that pans out. No promises, but I'm feeling pretty optimistic about it. I'm feeling more optimistic about fighting You know what? I'm going to help out Kalundwi. I really want them off the capital. So I'm going to go sit in the Katara province. Help them siege it down. I know it sounds stupid, but if I siege down the province with Kalundwi, they will take it from the peace deal, then leave. Like, they'll peace them out. So I consider it worth. Then I can take the capital. Here we go. I'm not even going to siege Tabwar either. I'm just going to help them take this fort. Then I'm going to retreat back to Buganda. Between having their capital and having the province that they've declared war on nationalism for, we're good. I don't have many people in the way of which I could fight for nationalism. I think it's literally just like Sang. Or someone. There's like... Or like Diviet. There's like 1 or 2 nations I can even do that for, of course. Because I've taken out everyone else who's Chinese already. They are becoming Sino-Altaic. Again, even the Sino-Altaic culture on the map is getting big. And I like it. I'm also very close to having the Age of Revolution come by. I also like the sound of that. Right. You've got Luapula. Now take the other province and peace out from the damn war, please. There you go. Perfect. That's all I was waiting for them to actually get onto the fort. And they eventually did it. So I'm pleased. So Adel have got abolitionism because they took the Abolish Slave Trade Act. I'm also going to take the Abolition of Slavery Act. I do not need trade good of slaves. I don't want the trade good of slaves. Give me better. Do better and be better, game. Wool, grain. I mean, the grain is technically useful because it keeps what I've got. As in, like, it adds to my over the trade good bonus thingamajiggy. Wool. Lots of places got wool. I saw one paper in there. The paper's nice. And now I can hold a Nadam festival, but I don't think I want to. At least not yet. I should also check what kind of fraction of a Cossack I can have. I think I can get a few more, right? 63, so I can grab another 40. So let's make this another 60-40 stack, but will involve a lot of Cossacks. I don't think I'm going to include banners. Or do I just include banners? Say, corruption be damned. I could also include banners in it. Make it 40 Cossacks, 20 banners, and the cannons. That's not a bad shout. Naval thought suffering. Oh no, not my bird manor. Anyway, once I take this from Katara as well, I'll be able to frontier these provinces all together. So when I said, oh no, not my dip power, anyway, what I meant was, oh damn, I actually need that dip power now. But I'll gain it from burning this. So it all works out in the end. So let's quickly burn this all down. Make it nice and cheap to core. And then get a whole bunch of frontiers on the go. Oh yeah, that is my current frontier. But it's not my final frontier. Here we go. More provinces, less problems. Everything is burned. It's not worth a lot of points. Excellent. So now, thanks to me having this land, I can immediately speed up this. So much more convenient. But also, I've noticed the episode timer. So, we'll end things here for now. Next time should be a war versus Dagbon and Songhai. I might get my new army into that war. We'll see. But anyway, we'll end things off now. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you again soon.